Hi friends, if you are new to my channel, my name is CA MP Tony. I am a practicing chartered accountant, practicing for the last 30 years and I am passionate in learning tax laws. Let us come to the video. I wish you a very happy new year. Yes, you heard it right. Today is the first day of a new financial year. Normally we celebrate New Year on 1st of January, which is the beginning of a calendar year. So we celebrate January 1st with a lot of events and celebration. But today is the first day of a financial year. So on financial year, beginning of a financial year, what we do? We take stock of what happened in the last year, financial year 24-25, how much business we have earned, how much is our turnover, how much is our profit. And we take stock of what happened in the last year. And we make a plan, we make a goal of how to achieve the turnover, more profit, more profitability. So it is a day on which we make plans for the next financial year. So I wish all of you a wonderful year ahead with a lot of profit, a lot of revenue. So coming to the various points that I have to share with you. The one is, in the previous day, yesterday, I have made a video on various points to be kept in mind by the taxpayers. Like, that filing of LUT, applying for composition scheme and many more, opting GTA, filing amnesty, a lot of things. So one person asked me a question. Is it necessary that LUT must be filed on 31st March 2025 itself? That means, can I file LUT after 31st March? Can I file LUT today? The answer is yes. So it is always better to file LUT on 31st March so that we can conveniently export without payment of taxes. But if you failed to file LUT yesterday, then you can again file it today and you can enjoy export without payment of tax. So the point to be noted is, if you are filing LUT before the export, raising of the invoice, then it is valid. You can do that. If you have not filed it yesterday, you can file it today so that you can raise export invoice tomorrow. So there is no problem, you can do that. As far as amnesty is concerned, yesterday was the last day to opt amnesty under section 128 capital A, that for payment of tax and also for withdrawal of appeals. We have to do that, both, we have done that. And for filing the application SPL 01 and SPL 02, we have time up to 30th June 2025. And there is another type of amnesty, that means section 16(4), where we have failed to file GSTR 3B returns in time. So we got notice and order saying that we have not availed ITC within the time. So government has made amendment in the law and we have given the time up to 30th November 2021 to avail ITC for the first 4 years, 17-18, 18-19, 19-20 and 20-21. So this type of amnesty, that means 16(4) amnesty, application to be filed before 7th of April 2025. So we have one more week to opt that. So we have understood a lot of things. If you have not seen that video, go and watch that video, so you'll be updated on that topic. Coming to the next topic is about filing of 3B&1. So normally what we do, we have to file 3B&1 every month if our turnover is more than 5 crore rupees, and we have opted monthly in the case of those people who have turnover less than 5 crore rupees. So when you file 3B&1, you have to file in time. So there shall not be any delay. So normally what we do, we file it by the end of the day. So if we have 11th for filing GSTR 1, we file on 11th. And for 3B, we file on 20th. But we have to make some change. We have to make some improvement in our working. So we have to make sure that from this month onwards, we are filing 3B&1 well in advance. So we need not wait till 11th for filing 3B GSTR 1 and 20th for filing 3B. Let us do at the earliest. This is another goal that we are setting. Another point that I would like to share with you is about new Finance Act 2025, which was passed by the Parliament and approved by both the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and also assented by the President of India on 29th of March 2025. So the Finance Act 2025 is already the law of the land, and most of the changes are effective from today. For example, in income tax you have a higher taxable limit of up to 12 lakh there is no tax. If you are a salaried employee, up to 12 lakh 75,000 rupees including standard deduction, you have no tax liability, but you have to file your return of income. So these type of benefits are effective from today, from 1st of April. So the point I am trying to say is the Finance Act 2025 is applicable from today, but as far as GST provisions are concerned, those provisions related to GST will be applicable from date yet to be notified. That means we have to wait for the GST amendments to be effective. Government has to issue a notification, then only these GST provisions will be effective, will be applicable. Out of that many GST changes, one is about IST. IST is made effective from this year onwards. We have to make IST mandatory. In the previous video, I have explained this point. Another important change is about the ITC on construction of immovable property. Actually, there was a lot of dispute going on whether I can take ITC on the inputs and input services which were used for construction of a building. There was a Supreme Court judgment in Safari Retreat case saying that ITC is available, but the Finance Act 2025 has made retrospective amendment saying that ITC is not available. So the conclusion is ITC on input and input services is not available on construction of buildings. That is, but all of us know works contractors are always eligible for ITC. So if you are constructing a building for your own purpose, you are not eligible to take ITC. Another change is about related to pre-deposit for appeal filed for penalties. Suppose you receive a notice or order for imposing penalty and you want to file an appeal against that order. So presently there is no need to pay any pre-deposit for filing appeal, because the pre-deposit for filing appeal against penalty orders is only for e-way bill violations, section 129 subsection 3 violations. In that case, there is a pre-deposit requirement of 25% of penalty as a pre-deposit. But as per the Finance Act 2025, they are making an amendment saying that if there is only demand of penalty, pre-deposit shall be 10% of penalty amount. So when this Finance Act is notified, as I already told, even today it is not notified. So the moment it is notified, we have to wait for the notification. The moment it is notified, thereafter when you file an appeal against a penalty order, we have to make a pre-deposit of 10%. For example, suppose today we are filing an appeal against penalty order, which is not the case of section 129.3. 129.3, there is a 25% pre-deposit. Other than 129.3, if you are filing an appeal today, there is no need to make a pre-deposit of 10%. It will be effective only after the amendment is notified. So the point I am trying to say is, Finance Act is passed, it is given assent by the President of India, but GST provisions will be effective only after issue of notification by the government. That is my point. Another issue connected with this is about Kerala flood cess. All of us know that government of Kerala has levied Kerala flood cess at the rate of 1% on local supplies. Local supplies which are B2C supplies. So the point is, there is no Kerala flood cess on interstate supplies. Again, there is no Kerala flood cess on B2B supplies. So flood cess is only on local supplies and which is B2C supplies. Okay. So the flood cess was started on 1st of August 2019 and it was levied up to 31st July 2021. So this 2-year period we were liable to collect and pay flood cess. So the point I want to share with you is that Kerala government has introduced a bill, Kerala Finance Bill 2025, in which they have introduced Kerala flood cess amnesty so that we can settle the arrears of Kerala flood cess, and the moment we pay the taxes, the cess, interest and penalty will be waived. So out of total area, what you have to pay is only the cess amount. The balance, interest, penalty will be waived. But the condition is that you have to make the payment on or before 30th June 2025. For making the payment, they will introduce forms and all. So that is not yet notified by the commissioner. So we have to wait for that. Today we are in the month of April. So we have 3 months to complete that, to make the payment. We have time up to 30th June and file the requisite forms. We have to wait and watch how they are going to introduce it. The payment has to be made through e-treasury and not through GST portal, through e-treasury. And that is all about the Kerala flood cess amnesty. Many times we get demand notices and orders from CGST and SGST departments, in which if there is an addition to turnover, there is an addition to B2C turnover, normally there will be an additional demand of Kerala flood cess as well. So in such a situation, you can think of opting this amnesty so that you can get waiver of interest and penalty for flood cess. Another point that I would like to share with you is about the new Income Tax Act. All of us know that a new income tax bill was already introduced, and it is being studied by various committees, and it is expected that in this year 25-26 it will get approved by the Parliament and will become an act, so that from next year onwards, next year means 26-27 onwards, we may have a new income tax law in place. So this year is very important for us. We have to understand what is this new income tax law that is going to be implemented from next year. So this year we will be very busy with GST as well as new income tax law. Another aspect related to GST tribunal. Yes, GST tribunal is going to be set up most likely in this year. So whatever disputes we have, whatever adverse orders passed by the first appeal, that means JC appeal, commissioner appeal, we have to go to tribunal. So the tribunal is getting set up. Most probably in this year it will be set up, so that all the pending disputes means many of the cases, appellate orders, we have opted under the amnesty scheme. So the other issues like 74 cases, section 74 disputes will carry forward, will go to tribunal. So we have to wait and watch the developments of how it is being set up, and we have to get prepared to prepare appeal and file appeal in tribunal. So we have to wait and watch how it emerges. Another point that is relevant is filing of income tax return for 24-25. 24-25 financial year is already over. Now we have to get prepared for filing income tax return for this year. So small taxpayers, salaried employees, they have to file income tax return on or before 31st July 2025. So they have to take stock of how much is their income, how much income they have earned, how much tax benefits they can enjoy. They can take full stock of the entire amount. They can verify their 26 IS, reconcile the TDS deducted amount, so that the return filing for the financial year 24-25 is well completed in a perfect manner before the due date. We need not wait for the last day. Start from today. Take stock of your figures, calculate your income, and in the next 2 months, in the month of May or June, you file all your return. Need not wait for 31st July, which is the last day for filing income tax return for salaried employees and small taxpayers. These are all for today. We will meet again in the next video. So far, if you are liking this video, you can click the like button and also give me a simple thank you, so that that will motivate me to do more such valuable content, absolutely free of cost. So see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.